Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Ms. Marvel. We're up to episode 5. It's just entitled episode 5 right now. We don't know what it is. Usually they do that if the episode title itself gives something away, I think. I'm not sure. So we last left our hero and her mother and her relatives in Karachi. She had met this group of people who knew more about their history, her history, than she did. And then hooked up with this young strapping lad with the red mask who is good with knives. Apparently, is a character out of the comics as well. So, from what I've heard, I don't know anything about him, but they're kind of on the hunt now. I think to hopefully figure out more about her powers, stop the Jinn people, the ones who were trying to stop her. Boy, I just want to get in it and start watching at this point and see where we're going. So here we go. How could I forget? She went back in time. I think she went back in time. Some people are speculating it's just a vision. I think she really went back in time, and she's going to be the one who led her grandmother to the train. Is my view on this. But we'll find out. Some people were saying nobody interacted with her, but I thought I saw some people kind of get out of her way as she was walking around and looking at her. So I think she's really there. Ooh. Oh, they switched to like black and white and grainy film to reflect that she's back in time. That's really cool. Okay, so we're back again to see her great-grandmother. I imagine. This is before she went back in time. She went back to the actual partition. So she went back to 1947. So this is 1942. Okay. Yep, great-grandmother. Oh, is this when they arrived? It occurs to me that she's kind of looking like she doesn't, she's trying to understand what's going on. The arrival of the authorities kind of surprised her. She looks like a fish out of water. Did they arrive in 42? I thought they had been here for a long time. I have to admit, I'm sorry. Just I have to be honest with you. The actor playing her great-grandmother is gorgeous. She's beautiful. Oh, just dawned on me. This is the first meeting of her great-grandmother and her great-grandfather, probably, right?
From the looks of it, I think you need more help than they do.
I do get the impression this is when they arrived, because she's without a home. She doesn't really know anything. Looks like she's hungry. What you seek is seeking you. His favorite poem. That's what the Bracer was saying, right? In the writing. Interesting. I think it was the Bracer, right? The leader of the red guys said that. But I think he was translating what the Bracer said, what the Bangle said. Oh, hang on. Something else occurred to me timing-wise. When she was running from that British soldier, she was dressed exactly and appeared exactly like she did in that flashback where she got the bangle. So she's got it. She's wearing it right now. Right? Oh, she's already pregnant. Okay. There's her grandmother. She sees another one of them out there. The clandestine. Oh, yeah. So that's why they decided to leave on the train to Pakistan, because I guess this is 1947 now. She's 5, the grandmother. Or 4. And so this is the night. And she's fleeing because she's trying to get away from the leader, the very nasty leader of the clandestines, who obviously Aisha doesn't share the same. Now that she's had a child, obviously, found love and has a child, she doesn't want to leave. I was kind of worried when we first met her great-grandmother in the flashback to 42 when they found the bangle, that she was kind of a mean person. She is a really nice person. I mean, she has probably a dark past, just like they all do, but clearly loves her family and is trying to protect them. So good. I mean that, you know, that may be passed down through the generations, because all of Kamala's maternal predecessors are seemingly really nice people too. Is Kamala going to be here? Does her great-grandmother die? I hope not. I hope she's still around. No, she's dead. Now that I know the grandmother has the bangle, after the mother's looks like she's going to die, when she gets separated, I'm thinking that it isn't Kamala who does the stars. I think her wanting to find her father projects, you know, from the bangle to where the father is, maybe? He's lost her. She's hearing her daughter lost as well. Yeah. She activates the bangle somehow remotely here. And now Kamala's there. Yeah, people are definitely interacting with her, so anybody who says that she's not there because nobody interacts with her, no, she's being interacted with a lot here. She's found, see, and she's interacting with her, so she really is back in time. She recognizes that she's family. She may even know exactly who she is. No. She just recognized her as family, I think, but we'll never know for sure. She totally saves her grandmother. So she is going to use the bangle, Kamala is, to get Sana to her father. Oh, the stars literally are leading her there. So that's weird, a weird interaction. Kamala didn't think she could do the stars. And he believes Aisha did it. I'm just very sad that her great-grandmother is not going to be in the story in modern time. She appears she died. Now she's going back. Yep. Is that the portal they need to go home? Are they going to go home? And then we're going to start another storyline, right? Because this isn't the finale, right? No, there's more episodes.
Ammi, Magnum is a dog. Kamala is a girl. Okay?
Don't worry so much.
Oh, ow. No, that's not a good veil. Weren't they warned that it's going to destroy both, or their world's going to take over our world, their universe is going to take over our universe, whatever their dimension? Looks like that's a bad portal. Don't go to it. Okay. Is she going to succeed in closing it because she just killed herself? Did close it. Somehow her power went to Kamran?
How did that happen?
Be honest, finally. Tell him the truth.
Right back, really quick. Just one. Okay.
Poor mama. I think somebody pointed out she's getting pieces of her final costume. But I think it's pieces that are going to represent the portions of her final costume. I don't think these pieces actually become her final costume, because we've seen it right in the trailer and in the promo art and stuff, and it doesn't look like this fabric. So, but I get the sentimental and you know, representative aspect of this. Tell your grandmother that you held her when she was 4 or 5 years old. That'd be awesome. What is Bruno up to? Sorry, Brian. Speak of the devil.
Wonder we've never...
He sees the Tesla poster and thinks it's a reference to the car. That's great.
hung out. Bruno.
Brian this whole time.
Oh, so he wasn't just doing it to aggravate him.
Oh, no, I had no parents aren't around anymore either.
Oh, he is an orphan. I wondered last time, I think in the last episode I talked about how we've never seen his parents, so I just kind of assumed he was an orphan. But then I figured his parents run the store, but no.
Fridge.
Whoops. There's a drone, but he referenced the fact that grandmother, I guess, Nona, or whatever. So he lives with his grandparents, or grandmother at least. All right, but here's a drone. Damage control. Whoa. No! That's his home! It's his work in his home. Damage control and Kamran for fighting back, but still, damage control. And that's the end. Is there any post-credit we got to check? We always have to check, because you never know with these shows. I don't think that's a scene. I think that's just, yeah. That's just transition. Okay, can't seem to go backwards in the credits. There we go. Yeah, actually stay on the Ms. Marvel logo here. So she really did go back in time. So all the naysayers who thought, no, it's just an illusion or something, or just a vision. No. She went back. She actually is the one who helped create the stars that led her grandmother to her great-grandfather. And she met her great-grandmother, who recognized her not necessarily as Kamala, not necessarily as her great-granddaughter, but as a descendant, I think, and a bearer of the bangle. So her family, she recognized her. I'm pretty sure, because she said, that her daughter will be safe because you're here, sort of thing. So it kind of gives the impression that the trip back in time was always planned. Like Aisha, somehow put that spell, if you want to call it that, on the bangle that was activated when, I can never remember her name, but the leader of the clandestine hit it, with her knife, that it triggered it. And so it was kind of always, Aisha almost planned it. And that's why she recognized and knew that everything worked out and that she was there. You're here. So that's a really cool time travel thing. Those of you who, if you have followed our podcast, know that time travel is my favorite subgenre of science fiction. So I really dug this, going back in time, and I also enjoyed seeing a little bit more about the family, because the family is really important in this show. Her family and their legacy and how they interact. And I love the relationship between her and her mother, which grew quite a bit in this episode. With her mother kind of admitting why she's been tough on her. And in the last episode too, she talked a little bit about that. So I think that's great. The fact that she got to hold and meet her grandmother and her great-grandmother met her, but her grandmother was awesome. So it really was, most of this episode was a cool time travel story of learning more about the family and what happened to them, and Kamala helping keep the family together, which is cool. But we also had the death of two of the clandestine, the leader and one of the others. But didn't they? I have to go back and look at the other episode. I don't think the others are dead, right? Or did they die? Maybe they did. And those were the last two. But now somehow some power's been transferred to Kamran. It seems to be a kind of like a Green Lantern, if we're talking DC, Green Lantern sort of, Red Lantern, Yellow Lantern. I mean, some other power that's counter, similar but different to Kamala's power, which is going to be interesting. So I think some people said in the comics he turns out to be a bad guy. Does he? Kamran? So maybe he will be her villain that she has to fight now. But what is the ultimate goal in that fight? The clandestine are gone. I believe they're all gone. The portal was closed to save the world, which, you got to kind of thank the evil girl, the evil lady, Kamran's mother, for doing that, knowing that she was saving him too. So what's the next thing? Kamran's just going to seek revenge and she has to fight against him and subdue him or stop him somehow? Is that what the next few episodes are going to be? I don't know. I don't think that. I mean, they've set that up for there to be a conflict brewing, but what the ultimate outcome is, I don't know. And is there going to be a cameo by Carol Danvers at some point? Some people were speculating that she might make an appearance at the very end. But I don't know why she would. Except for the fact that I think that this power comes from the Kree, right? Because the bangle was found on a Kree arm. So she may, sense the energy and want to find out what's going on. So she could theoretically, eventually they are going to meet. We know that because Ms. Marvel and Carol Danvers are going to be in the Marvels. So we know they're going to meet at some point. Is it going to be in this show or is it going to be in the movie? Is the question. And my money is on the movie. I don't think there will be a cameo in this show. The shows tend to be worthwhile, and canon and part of the universe, but they always want to have the movies be able to be watched by them, without watching the TV shows and still understand what's going on. So they do tend to kind of repeat a little bit of the TV shows in the movies. So like they did with Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, kind of giving little flashback tidbits of what happened to Wanda. No spoilers if you haven't seen it. I think that's kind of obvious though. But I think they might do the same thing in the Marvels. But I don't know. There's a chance that she'll appear. So anyway, let me think what you know. Let me know what you think. Will Carol Danvers make an appearance? And what is going to be the rest of this season? What is the rest of this story going to be? Just her against Kamran and him getting arrested if he's going to be bad? I don't think they're going to kill him off. I don't think that's a little too dark, I think, for Disney. So maybe Damage Control will get, putting him in custody would make sense, but she obviously doesn't get taken into custody. So what is going to happen? Give me your predictions in the comments. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.